Hello, my name is Matthew Prada, and this is my critical analysis and presentation on the painting The Boxing Match by George Benjamin Lux. To start off, George Benjamin Lux was born August 13, 1867 in Pennsylvania. As a little child, he knew he would have a profession as an artist. The place Lux had his most influence was at Dunsfull School of Art. It was here where he met his long-lasting friends who also became outstanding artists. He had a career as an illustrator for the Philadelphia Press. This career sparked many of his most famous paintings. He later died on October 29, 1933. George Lux and his art friends, known as the Eight, created a new art movement known as Ashcan art or Ashcan School. This art portrayed typical life of the middle-class citizen. This usually consisted of typical New York life such as leisure events. This movement can be associated with realism with the striking similarities. Both realistic art and Ashcan art consisted of pure looks on reality, with no deviation from the artist's perspective. Here are two examples of Ashcan art. As you can see, both consist of daily interactions such as at a bar or shopping in an outside market. Okay, some historical background. Some significant historical events that could have played a role on the rise of this art movement was the creation of the Model T, the beginning of the World Series, and the creation of the New York subway. The creation of the Model T reflects the perfection of the assembly line in which middle-class workers began working for big factories. This meant that middle-class citizens were not only paid for their work, rather given more leisure time because of the speed of production. This led to a huge demand in professional sports. People began to have the time and money to go to baseball games or boxing matches. Lastly, the creation of the subway system meant faster and farther travel. This led to faster growing cities, which led to the growth in daily interaction by people. Cultural and context. A giant cultural event that took place was Jack Johnson's heavyweight championship fight. This man was the first black boxer to ever win the heavyweight championship. His victory stirred up a lot of controversy as well as desire for a white man to reclaim the title. So an analysis on the boxing match. The place of the artwork is a boxing ring with hundreds of fans as the black boxer delivers the finishing blow. The depiction of race shows a black man victorious despite being surrounded by a crowd of white men. This can be an allusion towards slavery in the United States and perseverance despite the crowd. George Benjamin Lux most likely used his profession as an editor in the Philadelphia Press to get more realistic depictions of the events. As an editor, he was required to depict as much detail of an instant moment. His job allowed him to get in great positions to recollect a specific moment in which what we could call as history. Okay, so assumed reader. The assumed reader or the assumed viewer would most likely be the working class citizen who couldn't witness a boxing match, and which Lux portrays the last seconds of the fight with one picture. The genre of the photo lies between two main ones, being historical and portraiture. Although the photo is not a portrait, it resembles portrait-like actions with the two boxers as the center of attention. It also meets historical aspects as it recreates an event in the past, more specifically the event of the first black boxer winning a championship. Okay, my personal analysis. On a personal level, I believe my analysis and view of the painting is shaped by the fact that I have been raised in a household in which we count our blessings and everything we get needs to be earned. Another factor is how sports have been a huge aspect of my life. I'm interested in all sports related topics, which most likely gives me a bias towards this painting. What stands out to me the most is the intensity of the painting, as if it was shot by a camera that was shaken for excitement. It truly evokes emotion on how people must have been feeling during the time of the event. Another interesting aspect to me is the blurriness and detail. I love how the boxers have specific details such as like sweat reflection, while the crowd is like almost blurred out. Okay, conclusion. To conclude, the boxing match is a great example of realistic depiction in art. It demonstrates how historical, cultural aspects shape the art. It also depicts the creativity and talent of George Benjamin Lux, and why he was not just a successful artist, but rather a successful illustrator for a newspaper.